I'm JNM's MMA. This is my recap and breakdown of UFC Fight Night Vegas 100. Magny versus Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates is the real deal. Reina de Ritter can be... well, he's trash. Any ranked guy can beat him. Elizeu from which did something pretty good. And a lot of finishes on this card, but they were kind of expected. But yeah, let's get on to the first fight of the night. We have Mullins versus Klaudia Sygula. I had to rewatch this fight. I picked Mullins to win this fight. She basically got her in the first round, took her down. Coaches were telling her you're starting off pretty slow. This is how you're gonna beat her. She woke up. Second round, she took her right back down. Started landing ground and pound and got the TKO win. Sygula, she just never faced anybody, good. She's been fighting trash cans. And yeah, great win by Mullins. On to the next fight. We got Tresean Gore versus Antonio Trocoli. I picked Tresean Gore. Antonio Trocoli's just trash, bro. He really just is. Gore takes down Trocoli, and as Trocoli's making his way back up, he exposes his neck. Gore cranks a standing guillotine, and Trocoli just taps. 2-year layoff. Gore gets the win. He really needed it. I feel like Trocoli's only in the UFC because he's dating Mackenzie Dern. Let's be honest. On to the next fight. Cody Stamann versus Blackshear. I picked him on Blackshear. And Blackshear was on one, bro. He landed a really cool switch knee. One of those knees landed. Hurt Stamann. He gets into the ground. Got on top. Tried to get the top mountain guillotine. Couldn't get it though. So he switched it. Got to a naked choke. Got the dub. Cody Stamann, he's just trash. He's not really gonna do anything good in this division. Should be cut from the UFC, but yeah. Great one by Blackshear. On to the next fight. We have. This one was really unexpected though. This one I did not expect this. Radtke versus Matthew Semelsberger. I picked Semelsberger to win. And yeah, Radtke has crazy power, I guess, because in the first round he lands a 1-2 that wobbles Semelsberger, and then he just started pouring it on from there. And I thought it was stopped a little early, but Semelsberger, you looked like he was kind of out of it. But yeah, that's a great win by Radtke, dude. Great win by Radtke. 4 straight losses for Semelsberger though. He's definitely getting cut. And especially how he lost this one, he's definitely getting cut, dude. I feel bad. He was a fun fighter. Fought a lot of good guys, dude, like Chaos Williams, but if you can't get wins in the UFC, you're gonna get cut. Let's be honest right now. But Radtke, I thought he was gonna drop the F-bomb with a double G's, and he didn't. But he can't be doing that in the UFC so much. But great win by Radtke. On to the next fight. We have Zaleski dos Santos versus Scroggin. I picked Zaleski to win this fight, and in the first round he just lands a nasty right, and from there it was kind of over. He just started landing shots, and Scroggin just falls, he crumbles, and Zaleski continues with the ground and pound, and Chris Tione had to stop it. Great win by Zaleski though. Crafty vet, hits pretty hard. On to the next fight. This fight right here. Yeah, Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Denise Gomes. That kind of stopped the momentum of the finishes that we were having. But what can we say? I guess you could just say Denise Gomes did her thing out there. I wasn't really watching it too much, but she was just trying to do these little up elbows things and style on Karolina, and I don't know, dude. This fight was just whatever. Karolina did try and get her. She did get her to the ground in the third round, try to submit her, but it was just a Denise Gomes, clinic out here. I don't know. I wasn't really watching this fight. I just knew Denise Gomes was gonna win. I picked her to win. But yeah, great win by Denise Gomes, I guess. Give her a better opponent next time. On to the next fight. Masur, Abdul, Malik versus Dusko, Tovis. I picked Malik to win this fight. And in the first round, Malik dropped Tovis. And he took him a while to get the finish because Tovis just kept trying to get the leg lock. And I'm just really tired of fighters when they get dropped trying to go for a leg lock that you know is not going to work. Like, if it works, okay, wow, you got a leg lock. But it never works. But Malik went for the ground and pound and he got the finish and got a win in his UFC debut. Good job, man. On to the next fight. We have Luana Pinheiro versus Gillian Roberts. In the first round, I picked Gillian Roberts to win this fight. In the first round, Gillian Roberts did pretty good. She took down Pinheiro, you know, grappling, getting control time, because that's all that matters in WMMA. And that's basically her game. Because in the second round, yeah, you got to give it to Pinheiro. She just had the more accurate strikes. She was stuffing kind of, you know, the takedowns of Roberts a little bit. And schooling Roberts on the feet because Roberts has no hands whatsoever, like no striking. She's basically just pure grappling. And I thought it was just 1-1 going into the last round, and Roberts, she did what she needed to do. Got her to the ground, get control time. And one of the judges gave it a 10-8. I don't think you, like, dude. Some of these judges are just giving out 10-8s like if there were bonuses, and that wasn't a 10-8 round, that third round. But whatever, she got the win. Good job by Gillian Roberts. She was mad that this girl took her red fight kit, but yeah, that's what you get for taking Gillian Roberts' fight kit, I guess. On to the next fight. We got Contavious Ramonius versus Gaston Bolanos. I picked Contavious Ramonius, and I probably should have not picked this guy. I should have just probably picked the guy that looked like Elizeu. But, yeah. Ramonius did have a game plan, though. He wanted to go to the ground, and he did have some moments where he got top mount. Or he would just have Bolanos' back, but Bolanos just did really good with the takedown defense and scrambling, and he would just stay calm whenever Ramonius would have his back, and he would eventually, you know, reverse it and get top position, land ground and pound. And that was the story of this fight, honestly. In the first round, Bolanos did a good job with the kicks. They were really slow. I don't know how Ramonius did not even like try to catch one and dump him. But Ramonius did hurt him at the end of that first round. Bolanos looked like he was going to be out of it. In the second round, though, Ramonius got Bolanos in trouble, had his back, got the leg hooks in. But the thing is, he didn't really do anything with it. He didn't do no ground and pound. He didn't even try to get a submission. And when Bolanos would get on top, he would just land ground and pound and do something. And he almost got the finish in the second round, at the end of the second round. Which, you know, he basically got, you know, the first round was kind of iffy, but honestly, all the judges all gave it, all rounds to Bolanos. One of them gave a 10-8, I guess. I don't know. Some of these judges, I don't know. They're just... But Bolanos, he won this fight. He dominated this fight. Third round was all his. He looked good out there. Good job, Bolanos. On to the co-main. We have Gerald Meerschaert GM3 versus Reina de Ritter. Reina de Ritter just showed too many holes in his game that I think any ranked middleweight dude will just demolish. In the first round, de Ritter was getting literally pieced by GM3. Like, GM3 would pop a jab, and de Ritter would, like, flare his arms out like a little girl. And you can just tell he's a grappler, dude. You can tell he's just a grappler, and he was getting just tagged in the first round pretty bad. And I thought GM3 was going to win that first round until de Ritter lands an elbow off the break, lands a 1-2 that drops GM3, but the round ends. If there was like at least a minute left in that round, de Ritter would have gotten the finish. But in the second round, both guys were just reversing each other on the ground. But GM3 did a little bit more. He had more better position, and it was like, what, 1-1 going into the third round. And in the last round, de Ritter like trips GM3. Gets on top. GM3 makes a mistake, leaving his arm and head exposed, and he gets the arm triangle, and he has to tap, man. The Ritter gets the win, but he just didn't look good out there. He didn't look good. And I know GM3 is like, you know, he has 3 boss levels, like, and once you get to the 3rd round, he's elite. But yeah, the Ritter just has way too many holes in his game. If he faces anybody with really good striking, he's toasted like a tostada. You know, I know GM3 is pretty scrappy, but Ritter just didn't look good out there, dude. He just didn't look good in the striking. Both guys look gassed at at the 3rd round, dude. Like, I don't know. That's why middleweight's what it is. On to the main event. We have Carlos Prates versus Neil Magny. In the 1st round, Neil Magny got the single leg, and we were all like scared. We were saying, oh my gosh, if Carlos Prates does not have any sorts of takedown defense, we're kind of done. But he did. Reversed it, you know, took Neil Magny down, but, you know, stood him back up. And in that exchange of him, like, obviously, dude, not Neil Magny, screw Neil Magny. Not screw Neil Magny, but, you know, Carlos Prates is just elite, dude, in the striking, bro. He catches Neil Magny with a right hook, had him hurt pretty bad. Magny was just there trying to survive. And then Carlos Prates lands a left hook that didn't even look like it landed. But if you slow down the replay, it lands like right between the ear and the temple. And Magny just drops, dude. And Prates really does have some crazy power because it looked like it just grazed him. But great win by Carlos Prates, dude. That's 4 in a row this year, dude. He calls out JDM, you know, saying that he has a daughter out there in Australia, surprisingly, and he wants to go visit her. I probably can see him on that card, maybe not fighting JDM, but if JDM doesn't have a fight, they'll probably throw Carlos Prates out there, you know. But to JDM's really looking for a title eliminator, or if he gets a Shawcroft McMahon fight, but I don't know. That's a whole scandalous thing for itself. But he also called out Jeff Neal. I think that's probably his next opponent right there, if he wants to make his way in the rankings, even though Jeff Neal's pretty high in the rankings. But they need to give Carlos Prates like a tougher opponent. Yeah, he just finished the Gatekeeper, but this guy's striking is just too elite, dude. He's too crispy on the feet. He has crazy power, and I don't want to say give him a grappler, but I think you kind of have to, just to see how, you know, his takedown defenses and stuff. But this guy is so fun to watch. That's 4 in a row for Carlos Prates, man. And yeah, on to the next card, 309. Worst pay-per-view of the year. I think this whole card beats out all the prelims in 309 because, dude, I don't think, like, I would love to have the, you know, UFC this Vegas 100 could have been in front of a crowd and it would have been hyped. But whatever, we're in the Apex for a reason. But yeah, I'm J-Naps MMA. Like and subscribe. Go watch my flyweights video. I heavily recommend it. Not just 'cause it took a really long to make that video, but it's a really good video. But yeah, probably gonna make my 309 prediction video pretty soon. But yeah, I'm J-Naps MMA, and I'm out.